Does Kai Asakura deserve a title shot, Ray Ray?
Who? I mean, I who? I
Yeah.
mean, I guess. The promotion does what they want. I don't. I find it kind of disrespectful to those that are already ranked and doing their thing. But I mean, maybe the promotion knows something that I don't know. Well, and I don't know, but I don't think so. Sorry.
Well, and just kind of doing some background here, right? He comes from Ryzen, the organization Ryzen. He's the champion there. He left his belt. So, whoever's going to step into that organization, he's 11-1, 30 years old, and has some really good finishes. Really big guy for that flyweight division. And in my opinion, I'm kind of on that save wavelength you are at. That I don't know how you just give him a title shot just right off the bat with not having to fight nobody in that division, nobody in the UFC.
I mean, similar. The closest thing I can think of is the MVP being a champion at another promotion, and they
Hmm.
brought him over, but even he had to fight, 2 or 3 fights to kind of see where he fit in that division. They didn't just give him a straight title shot. I don't understand what's going on, whether it's desperation or whatever, but that doesn't even make sense because that flyweight division has tons of talent in that top 10, 15, that I would have gladly have seen Pantoja, go at. But I mean, we're gonna see, man. If they are onto something and this dude performs, this can go two ways.
Hmm.
Either he comes out and Pantoja embarrasses him, and the UFC has put this kid in harm's way. Not kid, he's 30, but put this man in harm's way because he hasn't seen the level of talent, that's in this promotion. Or he comes out, dominates Pantoja, and we're like, this is the next thing.
Yeah, I the only thing I can think of the reason why they did it, and the question was, does Kai Asakura deserve a title shot right off the bat? I both of our answers seem to be no.
Correct.
So for whatever reason, it almost leads into the question: why did the UFC give
Exactly.
him a title shot right off the bat? And the only thing I can keep, they want to shake up something in that division, right?
Okay.
So they shook up the division by doing this because they
Okay.
saw Brandon Royval fight, a ton of like trilogy fights, Brandon Moreno
Mm-hmm.
fight, a bunch of trilogy fights with Pantoja. Then
Yep.
Brandon Royval just beat Tatsura.
Yep. Who was supposed to be Asakura? He was supposed to be the
Well, I
Kai.
mean, no, but I mean he was good. Don't get me wrong. Um, Tatsura was undefeated too, right?
Correct.
This kid's not undefeated. He's 11-1. Now with Tatsura, Brandon Royval just showed him there's another level to this. And Tatsura was a submission specialist. This guy can be on his feet. So they know he has hands because he's knocked out. I think that like I think it was the number was like 8 or 9, knockouts in his
Yeah.
career, and he just came off a knockout to retain that belt.
Yeah, but I mean, again, who are you? You know, uh, Tatsura fought Brandon Royval, who's beyond tested, who is beyond an elite level fighter.
Yeah.
I can respect the loss more than any wins that Kai has in another promotion that doesn't even have. I mean, you can pick any guy from that promotion, and he wouldn't be able to hold the water for anyone in the top 25
Hmm.
of the big promotion. So I'm trying to figure out what do they have seen or know, or are they playing off his
You know what?
popularity?
You know what I think it is? It's a couple things here. Tatsura, if Tatsura would have got that win, he would have been
Easier.
fighting Pantoja.
Correct.
Steve Erceg, if Steve Erceg didn't lose the past two, he would have,
Correct.
and actually he lost to Pantoja. Brandon
Yep.
Royval has already fought him. Brandon Moreno's already fought Pantoja as well. I think it's been so murky with these 3 or 4 fighters, and they were trying to build Tatsura up to get there. He lost. They're trying to build Steve Erceg. He lost.
Yep.
I believe Amir Albazi, I think he lost his last one. Yeah, he lost to Brandon Moreno.
Yeah.
So you know what I
So
mean?
I,
So
I guess it makes. I see your point. I see why you think that. I just think it's so.
it's
It just
unfair.
seems. It just
It's
seems
it's
dirty.
unfair. Yeah, it's
It just
unfair,
seems
bro.
dirty.
Just to give him right off the bat like that. Now, hey, that and what's leading to this too? They had to replace the main fight with Shavkat versus Bilal.
Correct.
So that was supposed to be, which would have been a sick main event, right?
Yeah.
The co would have been Pantoja versus Asakura, which okay, that I can swallow a
Yeah.
little bit more, but still, it is kind of like, damn, bro, you just surpassed everybody.
Well, you made a good point. They had two fighters. They were on a rapid ascension within that division. They
Mm-hmm.
tried to get Steve there, and Steve had some star power and was kind of just, kind of unassuming, but they wanted to rise him.
And he lost to
And
Pantoja.
yeah, he did, but they quickly elevated him. I mean, we
Yeah.
talked about it in our previous episode. It was a straight jump for Usyk to even be in that position. And the same thing with Tatsura. It was like they were trying to push him up quicker to accelerate the process to get them. And I don't think it hurt those fighters because I think you're going to see those guys evolve and learn from the losses and become better fighters. But I think the promotion's getting desperate in this division, trying to give us something that I don't know, man. We'll see. If Pantoja dominates Kai, I really will feel bad for him because I don't think he had a fair chance.
Yeah.
I don't think he got his feet
And
wet.
and where would you put him ranked? If he loses, is he like number 10?
Well, no, here's the thing. He's not even ranked to me. So I don't think you come in with a rank. I think they're using his cachet from his other promotion and what's going on and some of his following. I think you had mentioned
He has a million
in our
followers like
pre-meeting, he
on
has like
YouTube.
yeah. So
Yeah.
he's got a huge following in a country behind him. They're
Japan is
trying to get,
a
no,
Japanese fighter.
yeah. So they're trying to use that momentum and bring him in, but he's coming in to me unranked. There's
Yeah.
no way I'm moving him up to number one right
But
now
you
and
know,
treating him as such.
but here's the fun part of all this. We get to see a top guy from another organization fight the top guy in the
Yeah.
UFC. And it gets to answers a lot of questions to be like, I think for a lot of us, it's almost like, hey, can these top guys from other organizations fight our top guys? And we get
Yeah.
a chance to find out. So that's kind of fun. I like that. I
That
do
is
like
fun.
that. Yeah, I do like that. All right, let's roll into this